I just wanted to do a quick comparison of the tone of a couple different guitars. A few people had asked me about solid top versus laminate archtops, electric strings versus acoustic strings. So this will just give you a couple ideas of sound. This is not a scientific experiment here. This is just three different guitars played in essentially the same style. You can get an idea of the volume of them, the general tone. Two common guitars and one not so common guitar. So the first one is the Godin Kingpin. This is a laminate cherry body, laminate cherry top. I have it strung up with 12 gauge flat wounds. It is an electric guitar in my opinion. Really excels through an amplifier. It gives a pleasing tone unplugged, but it's not very loud. And the tone is, it's not the deepest, fullest sound in the world. It's a very mid-rangey kind of, well, here, check it out. That's all pick and then, pick and finger style. So it's a pleasing sound. It's great for practicing unplugged, but it really doesn't carry a whole lot of oomph to it. I have put Brown's round strings on this guitar in the past, and the acoustic volume picks up a little bit. The tone definitely gets a bit more pleasing. There's a little bit more bass and a little bit more zing on the top end. Of course, it doesn't come as well through the P90. So I opt to keep this guitar strictly as an electric guitar. Single note lines. Get an idea. It's a little bit of nice snap to it. Again, right through an amp. This is a very, very, very great budget starter archtop jazz guitar if you like that retro aesthetic, kind of a ES-125 look to it. Can't go wrong. Okay. So then the second guitar that I'm going to bring out here is the odd one of the bunch. This is a early 60s K Master Cutaway, which I have fitted with a DeArmond pickup. Actually, when I bought it, this pickup was already attached. This is a 17-inch body, whereas the Godin's a 16-inch. This is a solid top as far as I've been able to figure out. Laminate back and sides. So you'll hear here this guitar has a good deal more punch to it. It's still not incredibly loud. Again, I've got flat wounds on here though. I've definitely also put the bronze bound strings on here. Also experienced a nicer tone, but again, not that much more volume. The tone is really, to me, what seems to be affected the most by putting bronze strings on an archtop. The flats don't necessarily decrease the volume so much, but they definitely affect the tone. But through an amp, this guitar is heaven. So. Played again more picking fingers. And single notes. So again, this guitar definitely has a little more bass to it. I think it's the wider, deeper body. This guitar provides much more volume to the player than the Godin. Out in front of them, they're not that much difference in volume, but you'll feel like you're playing a lot louder with this guitar. Very interesting. I don't know what that necessarily is a property of. Anyway, last guitar. It's a pretty interesting guitar. They're getting talked about a lot now, and this one is the Lore LH600. This is an all solid wood archtop. This is a made in China, carved top, back, maple spruce top. Really cool guitar. And you're going to hear the difference here is remarkable in volume. This is strung up with bronze strings, 12 gauge just like the other two, but these are bronze, phosphor bronze. You really hear on the volume is instant, and you actually have to play lightly to get this guitar not to be loud. It's almost always kind of a... It has a real ring to it, more sustained. That's a product of the strings as well. Flat ones are not known for their sustain. So it really is a, I mean, you play some swing rhythm on this. You can carry, it can compete with an unamplified rhythm section for sure. Single notes really pop out. Again, it's not a subdued instrument. You really have to be careful to bring it down. And if I play with my pick and fingers, I can definitely get a more gentle sound out of it. Get the idea. So this is just a sort of an introductory idea to the idea of the different kinds of guitars. I'm getting a phone call. So hope this helps out.